Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Brianna Lisa Photography. I was just on live on IG and I didn't save it for multiple reasons. I wanted to re-record what I said in my live, and if you want to catch my next live and get 10% off your next photo shoot with me, because why not? Make sure you follow me at Brianna Lisa Photography on Instagram and you'll be able to catch my lives. Very informative lives, by the way. So I wanted to recap the points that I talked about in my IG live. Just now, I just ended it. So first thing is, just in short, it's going to be a short video, hopefully. Try to take photos of all types of genres. I'm talking food photography, portrait photography, landscapes, wildlife, pets, any single type of photography genre you can think of. Take photos of that, and you'll be surprised of how many genres you like and actually want to get into professionally and actually get paid jobs with. You know, travel photography, all this stuff. You can get paid through basically any type of photography, you know, genre. You basically can make pretty decent money on the side, or a full-time photographer just like myself right now. And after that, you want to assign daily tasks to yourself. This is what I did, and it improved my photography so much. You always want to just improve. And what I mean is take photos of trees, pets, you know, your furniture inside. Learn about lighting, artificial and natural lighting. Learn about that. Take photos inside your house with not so great artificial lighting, and outside with natural light, in any time of the day, morning, midday, sunset, blue hour, later in the day. And you'll find out what times are in the day are appropriate to take photos, especially like portrait photographs and family photographs and stuff like this, and which times of the day are not appropriate as far as like lighting and sun goes and stuff like this. So that's really, really important. You want to make sure you don't splurge on anything super expensive when you're starting out, because you need to find out what you like first. You need to find out which camera works for you, if your camera even works, because my first camera, I had a Canon. It did not last because it did not work when I got it, because it was a really cheap, a very, very cheap camera I bought off Amazon at the last minute. So I would say do those things. Do not go on Amazon and buy these kits, you know, these lighting kits, you know, umbrella lights and all this stuff, soft boxes. Don't do that yet. Make sure you master natural light first. Therefore, you can be able to emulate it if you want to, if that's your goal, in studio lighting and OCF, which is off-camera flash. Make sure that you learn about aperture, you know, shutter speed, which shutter speed is good to capture this motion, because you don't want to have blurry images, and you need to learn how to take good images without motion blur, unless motion blur is kind of like your thing, and that's kind of what you want to go for. That's the style you want, and then by all means go for it. But I'd say if you want to go for OCF, off-camera flash, make sure you ask photographers, any photographer in your area or any photographer that you trust, you know, either in your hometown or online, which are the best beginner-friendly ones, because you don't want something so high-tech when you're just starting out, because that will get frustrating and all this stuff. And same thing goes for cameras. You don't want to be out there buying a $2,000-$3,000 camera. You don't really know if you want to pursue photography in a serious way or not. You want to start off with like beginner level camera, and it's okay. I'm a professional and I still use a beginner entry level camera, and that's okay. That's totally fine. As long as you know what you're doing, your photos should turn out well. Just because you have a $3,000, $4,000 camera doesn't necessarily mean your photos will turn out great if you do not know what you're doing. So those were basically all my tips on how to develop your photography skills fast. You know, use dummies, mannequins, maybe Barbie dolls if you don't have anyone to practice with at first. If you don't have anyone to practice with at first, for portrait photography, use those 3 things and you should be good. And then once you build up the confidence to ask real humans to shoot with you, then do that and you'll feel confident. You'll start to build your portfolio.